The General Tyre LSA Surf Lifesaving National Championships is proudly presented by General Tyre. Welcome back to the General Tyre South African Lifesaving Champs 2018. In our last episode, we saw some amazing racing from Kings Beach in Port Elizabeth from the juniors and seniors, and we saw the Nippers movement joining the big boys and getting their chance to be part of the big show.
We unified as an organisation many years ago, but still the two organisations competed separately. And I felt that it's important that as a lifesaving community we need to come together and compete in one event. For international competition, when we compete in Worlds, our team has to be able to compete in both the pool and the beach events. So it's important that the top competitors are able to cross over between the pool and the surf and the beach events. So that's why it was important not only to bring the family together but also for our top competitors, and that's why we came up with a concept. And luckily for us, General Tyre supported the idea, and the Nelson Mandela Bay team, especially the Kings Beach team, were also keen to do it. So here we are, and we're looking forward to excellent championships.
The concept came a little while ago, and then with the Metro, good support from the Metro, and to get it into one place. Only beach are here in the country that can occupy everything in one place. And yeah, look, it worked out very well. General Tyre brand is anywhere is possible. You can go anywhere on our tyres, you can do anything on our tyres. Go to the beach, have family holidays, tow caravans around, go to inland waters, go to the beach, etc., etc. So yeah, it does tie in a lot with the cause of our brand and also Lifesaving South Africa.
At this stage, with just 1 day left to go, Marine Lifesaving Club are out in front with 213 points, with Fishhook on 156, so quite a bit of work to do if they want to overhaul that title. And the Marine ladies team almost unbeatable in the water event, so that task will be pretty difficult. Durban Surf hanging on to third, Summer Strand also up there, but it looks like the big contest is going to be for that second and third overall. Unless, of course, miracles happen.
So far, I'm wondering why I didn't do this when I was a kid. It's an unbelievable event. The conditions are looking good.
There's more girls on the line than I've ever seen in a long time, so it's good to see that the sport's growing.
It's the first time I'm doing this. I'm just doing it for fun, but I'm excited.
That's going to be a good one. Strong as a lion.
Ready for action.
In this episode, we catch up with the senior action in the pool, held a few days earlier, and we showcase the strength that South Africa is showing in this discipline and why they are the ones to watch in the upcoming World Champs in Adelaide at the end of the year. Then we move back to the beach to conclude the surf events. And if the last 2 days on the beach are anything to go by, the action promises to be off the hook. The pool events took place at the world-class swimming venue of Newton Park. And for the first time, the pool events would be part of the national champs in one event. The pool events were all simulated rescue events, with events like the mannequin tow, and 200-meter obstacle mimicking the skills that a lifeguard needs to get to a potential victim to save a life. The Marine ladies team was having a very strong showing at the pool, with Carmel Bilson being the standout performer for her club, and this would put them ahead in the overall points coming into the beach events.
Finally, we've actually brought it together and we found a perfect venue. I mean, PE is great, the beach, Kings Beach is fabulous, and Newton Park is a world-class pool. I think it's great for the growth of the sport. You can expose the Stillwater people to surf environments where they wouldn't attend the national championships, and the surf teams can come to the pool where it's more accessible. That's a great idea. the world's format is super difficult to get used to. So if we can practice that format at our national championships, when we get to Worlds, we'll dominate.
Other standouts in the pool were Johan Lawrence from Tix, taking the wins in the 100-meter mannequin tow and the 100-meter rescue medley.
We've got a lot of power coming back from the mannequin, so South Africa is quite strong in that department. What we're working on now is getting our boys and girls faster to the wall so that we can actually be in medal contention coming back. There's definitely an event we're starting to focus more on. Slowly but surely we're progressing to maybe get a medal at end of the year's World Champs.
So now, back to the racing on the beach and the ladies' rescue tube rescue. This event is always fantastic racing with a handful of clubs, all with very strong teams in this final. Marine Surf Lifesaving Club in particular, so 4 teams on the line. The patients are off, perfect racing conditions, light winds and not much swell, and the water very warm by PE standards. Durban down the middle, that's Amika de Jager, so strong in the swim. Marine, that's the power of Carmel Bilson. And look at that swim from the Marine A team, the Bilson sisters. Lauren on the tube has smashed the rest of the field and now leads by almost 50 meters. Back to the shore now, and it's all over bar the shouting. Look at that lead. A superb performance by the Marine girls, and they have so much time that they can go for a deep pickup, and the swimmer can even stay attached and help. So what a lesson in the rescue tube rescue event. Marine A, Hayley Nixon, Bianca van Bargen, Lauren and Carmel Bilson.
You must have been so stoked to be able to get to the water, be able to look over your back and see people miles behind you.
Yeah, it was good. It was quite nice. Flat seas today. You could see everyone, but we knew that our other teams from Marine were tough. They were strong. Both of them were going to come at us hard, so we knew we had to, use everything, put it all on the line, and yeah, we managed to do that. Also combinations, and Lauren and I have worked hard on the combination, and yeah, it's been working for a few years now.
An event of this magnitude simply isn't possible without the tireless effort of a dedicated group of individuals who make sure the whole show goes down on time, without a hitch, and that everyone on the beach, including the spectators, are safe and can enjoy the spectacle of the best lifesavers in the country racing at their peak. We caught up with some of these heroes here on the beach just to see what it takes to keep it all on track.
The biggest thing for us was obviously having the opportunity to host a back-to-back, not only the nippers, seniors, juniors, but pool and surf consecutively. It's been a long 8 months of planning, 3 weeks, 12 hours a day on the beach, getting the beach set up, the installation, the equipment and the infrastructure. So it's been a really, really long road. But working together, having the support from General Tyre and from the Treble Group has also been fantastic. My local LOC in terms of organisation has been outstanding. It's the biggest life-saving event held in the history of South Africa. We're looking at over 50 clubs competing, almost 1,700 competitors. And 113 officials to run this. The way it's worked out and having a separate organising committee for the pool and the surf, we've worked well together, and I think we've pulled it off. Going forward, obviously every year our aim is to make it bigger and better than we were the year before. I think this year we've put on a show which is going to be hard to top for next year, but once again just a bit more time on the planning, and I'm sure we'll come back stronger than this year once again.
The False Bay Lifesaving Club has a long, rich history of creating champions on the beach, mainly in the form of previous world champ Ryle de Mornay. And through his great work in giving back to the sport of lifesaving, a handful of future greats are emerging from the club to challenge at the Nationals. Tariq Hassim is Ryle de Mornay's prodigy in the flags, and last year the fruits of their labour were seen when Tariq made the final in a run for gold against Ryle. This year, he is back, and of course he has his eyes squarely on that gold medal in the flags. We caught up with him to see what makes him tick.
Just the beauty of lifesaving. I'm just appreciating the small things. Like the team just arrived now. What we're going to do from here is get everyone ready. We're very much punctual, get everyone ready. Get to warm up, full dynamic warm up, getting everything loose, getting the hips loose, getting the glutes loose, getting everyone warmed up. Most importantly, getting everyone's head in the game. So that's our main focus.
Have some incredible momentum. Let's keep it going right through to the end. Today, more than ever, the legs are sore, the body's sore, the mind is tired. We need each other. We can't do this on our own. We need you. Build a family together, okay? One last hoorah, big one. Show everybody why you work so hard. No cuts, no taste, no mayonnaise.
A great talent for the future and a great program from False Bay, bringing its young athletes through the system and creating future champions. So, on to the big one for the men on the beach. We join the Flags Arena as they near the medals runs. False Bay men still in it and one from Llandudno. Up and go in the medal decider for 4th position. Nothing going to take the thunder away from False Bay today, so we say goodbye to Jonathan Peterson though. Matthew Anderson breaking the stranglehold, and now it's up to the big guns in False Bay to secure the big medals.
Well done to Matthew.
Up and go for the bronze medal. Raul de Mornay up so quickly. A small stumble from Matthew Anderson, and that opens the door for Tariq Hassim. And it'll be a repeat of last year's final runoff, but a great performance from the Llandudno athlete Anderson.
Now the final runoff between Raul de Mornay.
Now the final runoff. Raul de Mornay, Tariq Hassim. Up they go for the gold medal. Raul de Mornay out in front. Raul de Mornay defends his title, so it's a False Bay 1-2. Tariq Hassim, a real talent for the future indeed.
Well done to Raul de Mornay defending his flags title, and to Tariq Hassim defending his 2nd place of last year. False Bay 1 and 2. Llandudno in 3, the senior men's flags.
Back to the water's edge now, and one of the big ones for the men, the Malibu board race. Some big names on the start line here. Krieger from Durban, the Norton brothers from Fischhoek. And don't ever make the mistake of leaving out the Nisbet brothers from Pirates. Off they go, and that's a view from the drone that tells the real story here today. Ultra flat conditions, not a hope of any assistance, so it's going to come down to sheer strength and fitness here. So 8 of them on the line, all in a row. Durban, Pirates, Fischhoek, Fischhoek, Durban, Marine, Fischhoek, Pirates, all the usual suspects in the mix. They turn at the first board cannon. Look at that, Nicky Norton. He's not going to wait till the run up to the beach. He's going to take charge of it and make a break. Back to the shore now. It's still Norton Jr. That's Luke Nisbet hanging on to his wash. Now look what's happening in the bunch. There's a small swell popping up, but Nick Norton is just gone. He won't be caught by that, and now the race is on for the silver and bronze. Nick Norton with a stroll up the beach. And look at that, it's his brother Dom who steals the silver. Wade Krieger gets the bronze. Wow, what an honest race out there today.
Very, very hard battle back. So I just had my head down, I was paddling in as hard as I could. But luckily I was just close in enough, and I think I have long enough legs that I could just kind of gallop away. So board race is always so tricky, you never know what's going to happen. So it's it's so nice to get a clean break here.
So, with the Lifesaving Champs drawing to a close, it's time for some different kind of fun with the Celebrity Challenge. This year, Percy Montgomery back to defend his title with Siv Ngezi and Ahmad Hassim, a new addition to the mix with cricket legend Dave Callahan. The boys all having an absolute blast. The flags. There's always a bit of argy-bargy. Siv was going to make sure that he had the advantage going into the swim leg by taking Percy out.
Oh, Percy goes down. This is going to be controversial. Siv goes in, takes it in style.
The final run would see Shark Boy up against another kind of shark. Siv certainly wasn't taking any prisoners today.
Great start, Barkley. Off he goes. Siv is taking off. Up in there. Oh, my word. Shark Boy hitting his sights.
A fantastic crowd gathered at the beach to watch these legends duke it out for the charity. The last event certainly not the easiest. The ocean looking pretty chilly, and it was quite a swim out to that turn can.
Last did surf duties as a nipper, aged 11 years old. Ahmed's pulling away, there's the tag. Ahmed's gone, watch him go, watch him go. Dave Callahan's making a good fist of it on the inside. Luckily there's no surf standing up, otherwise I suspect we'll see Siv coming back, complaining. So Ahmed is running away with this. Remember how it works. Ahmed's currently sitting on 5. If he wins this, he gets 4, takes him to 9. So victory going to Ahmed Kasim. Percy comes home in second. Siv comes home, he crosses the line to take 3. And that is going to be enough to give him overall victory.
A great celebrity challenge here at the General Tyre National Lifesaving Champs. Siv Ngezi taking the win, and he graciously donates it to his charity of choice. Now, back to the more serious racing. And even the sun comes out for this one, the ladies surf swim. Look at all those yellow caps from Marine. It's a sea of yellow and blue. Let's see how it plays out. They hit the water, and immediately it's Sasha Lee Nordigan and Amika de Jager who take control at the front. At the turn can, and de Jager taking charge now. What a strong swim from her. She's just graduated from the juniors and is such a force to be reckoned with in the water. Turning back to shore now, and it's still de Jager. She's hanging on to her lead, not giving up an inch here. Nordigan, Lauren Bilson just back as they enter the wave line. They're into the shallows, and just look at the Marine girls. Loads of experience paying off here as they get their knees up high and stride past de Jager. What a finish from these two girls from Marine. That's Sasha Lee Nordigan and Carmel Bilson, the deadliest duo. They'll take the 1-2 to spare a thought for de Jager, who led virtually the whole way. What a race.
Well, senior women's gold has been decided, and Sasha looking very stoked about that. First of all, a part of a Marine 1-2. That's going to be awesome for the club.
Yeah, definitely. It's been 1-2 with Carmel and I pretty much for 7 events this champ, so it's always cool to share the podium with Carm. So starting off, went hard from the start. I was happy with my start. Then wasn't exactly where I wanted to be. Oh, the wind was pretty strong on the way out. I felt like I was flying with the wind behind, but coming back in it was pretty tough. Behind the first girl, slipstream a bit. Just worked as hard as I could on the way back and pretty much sprinted my heart out at the end. I'm still pretty surprised that I managed to get it.
The discipline of surfboats dates back to the very beginning of lifesaving, where rowing craft were used as tools to help save lives on the beaches around the world. This discipline is steeped in rich tradition, and the crews that still embrace this discipline are without a doubt the saltiest sea dogs you will find anywhere. The boat races always make for great entertainment, and this year they were showcased in a series of races in the main arena. Some good-looking crews here, and they're all raring to go. The teams must race out to sea about 500 meters, turn around a can, and then head back to shore. One crewman must then run up the beach, grab the stake, and claim the win. Let's go straight to the action. Off they go, and this is the trickiest part. They've all got to get in unison and get into time right away. Blue Water Bay battling here a bit, but look at this from Marine. They've only got 3 in their boat. Not quite sure what's happened here, but they're off like a shot all at the same time. Pirates looking very strong. Their timing is brilliant and making a way to the front alongside Marine. And just look at Blue Water Bay go too. At the turn can now. What a push from the Pirates team. They hit the can hard and they've spun right around, and they now lead by a good margin. Superb drone footage here. You can see how the timing needs to be in perfect harmony or you simply don't go anywhere. 3 boats in it now. Pirates on the far side, Kings Beach in the middle, Blue Water Bay coming back very strong. Onto the beach run up now, and Pirates won't let this one go. They take this race. True demonstration of power and grace from these boaties. So good to see the discipline back in the fold after all these years. The final event of the national champs, and the one that every club wants to win, the Taplin Relay. Board swim ski today, and they're off at a furious pace. In the board, it's the usual suspects up front: Pirates, Durban, Llandudno, Fishhook. A few teams in the mix, Summerstrand looking for a home win here. So close at change 1 as they hand over to their swimmers. Summies, Fishhook off quickly and now in the lead, while the rest are wrestling on the beach as they wait for their paddlers. So close still, there's 6 teams right up there. 2 from Durban, 2 from Fishhook, there's Marine and Summerstrand. Marine round the can first, they're certainly making the other swimmers work for it. He puts in a big interval and he can now see the beach. That transition is going to be key here. So up first, the first swimmer, it's from Marine. A superb effort. That's Joshua Saunders. He won the surf swim yesterday and he's really showing his talent at these champs. He passes over to Matt Bowman, and that will be all over bar the shouting. Matt has a pedigree in the ski like nobody else out there. But on his inside now, here comes Kenny Rice. He's going past Matt Bowman, who almost looks shocked by that. Heading back to the shore now, it's stroke for stroke. Rice not giving an inch. Bowman, well, we know how tough he is. Into the wave line, if you can call it that. They hand over now to the runners, and it's Marine. Marine stepping over the shore break, and that's all she wrote. You won't catch that man now. Marine Surf Lifesaving Club, the 2018 Taplin Relay title. A great fight back from Fishhook in the end, but it's sheer power that gives the title to Marine.
Individually, the Ironman, as a team, this thing for me tops it off. It's kind of a culmination of everything, you know. It's all the best from all the disciplines, and to put it together, it's a nice thing, you know. It's great to have great opposition. It's great to be racing people that are worth beating. So, from our side, to be on top of the podium, a bunch of guys that you respect as well, that's why we do sport.
So what an amazing week of racing it's been here at the General Tyre National Lifesaving Champs in Port Elizabeth. Some world-class performances from the athletes, and it has to be said, from the event organisers and staff from Lifesaving South Africa and Treble. Truly outstanding.
Fish hook! Fish hook! Fish hook! Hoo-ha! No guts, no taste, no mayonnaise! Ah! This is Winkle!
Yay! The final aggregate places are as follows. Marine just too good this year, and their combined total of the pool and beach puts them over the top. Durban Surf end up second in the seniors after a great showing in the pool, and Fishhook third. Great to see the freshwater clubs involved in the nationals now, and lifesaving in South Africa is certainly on the rise. Thanks for watching the General Tyre National Lifesaving Champs 2018. We'll see you back here next year.
Their shadows are
The General Tyre LSA Surf Lifesaving National Championships is proudly presented by General Tyre.